everybody, I'm Jo Paul and I'm an indie author, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not monthly goals work. I get a lot of questions about monthly goals because I personally do them, and I wanted to do a video sort of like address the questions I get to give you an idea of why they work for me and whether or not they can work for you. So what's the point of monthly goals? I find that it's an easy way to get motivated. If I've got a goal to set, it's a good way to work towards it. On top of that, they're a good way to keep track of where you are. So like I will set myself 2 chapters of each book, and if I manage them, I'll cross them off the list, and that way I know that where I am in the book and where I am keeping track of what I've managed that month. They can also give you an idea of what you want to achieve. Like if you sit down and write goals, then you're going to understand what you want to achieve and what you want to have happened by the end of the month. And it also gives you an idea of your workload. I don't know, a lot of people do monthly goals on video, but I do it on a personal blog where I write down a monthly sticky post every month, and I list everything there that I want to achieve in the month. And so it can have like workload, it can have reading load, it can have fun stuff, it has all my appointments, all of that, so I know what to expect throughout the month. And it gives you an idea of how to balance things out, because that way you can work out whether or not you're doing too much or if you're doing too little and all the rest of it. So how do you monitor your monthly goals? I do monthly goal posts on the blog, like I said, and I will do that on the first or just at the end of the month or the beginning of the month and post it up, and then I've got this clean post of all these goals and all these things I want to achieve in the month, and then I go through and I cross them off every time I finish them. I also use sticky notes as a way to keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing on each individual day, and that really helps to keep me motivated, but it also helps to keep me on track. You could also monitor them through a notebook. I personally have a little tiny notebook that has what I've written each day, so that I can keep track of what I'm writing when, and that's how I monitor what I'm doing with my goals. You can do a vlog, or there's many different ways you can monitor them. Are there any other ways of doing goals? You can do bi-monthly or quarterly. They're quite popular, they're quite common. You don't have to do goals if you don't, but I find they work. And you don't have to do it in public either. Like I said, my blog is personal, it's locked down, it's only a certain number of people can see it. It's done in a way that allows me to keep myself motivated, keep myself focused on what I'm supposed to be doing, and without having to worry about everybody else knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. It really is just a way to keep yourself moving and motivated, and that's all it should be. So what do I recommend? I do monthly. I started off doing weekly posts. It used to be called the weekly sticky post, and that worked for a long time, and then I got sick and it went down to bi-weekly sticky posts, and then it went down to monthly sticky posts, and I find that works. I have thought about doing bi-monthly or quarterly, but for me that's just too long a period, and I would just, I'd lose track or I'd lose motivation, whereas monthly works for me. But it doesn't mean it has to work for you, it just means that it works for me. But you can play around with what works for you. If you find that quarterly goals are going to be easier for you, then go for it completely. Whatever you need to do to keep you motivated and working through towards your goals. One thing I will say is that you need to set goals that are manageable, and I'll discuss that in the next writing vlog. So yeah. So basically, goals I find work. They're a good way to keep you motivated, and they're a good way to keep you on track, and they're also a good way to predict how much writing you're going to get done in the month and how much you want to get done. Like right now, I know that I'm probably going to finish both books by the end of the month because of the way that my planning has done so. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to get in touch with me, you can do so by leaving a comment down below or subscribing to the video. You can also find me on Facebook, on Tumblr, on Goodreads, on Twitter. My books are available on Amazon in ebook and paperback format. You can also pre-order It's Not Always Rainbows for 99p on Kindle now. I also have a newsletter, and don't forget to check out the Dark Side of Fiction 2017 event where I will be signing books in October, all the links for which are listed below. Thanks for watching. Bye.